One funny thing that I've noticed in relation to how INFJs are socially, at least some INFJs, it's funny to me because it represents my type, but it can be confusing to other people. You know, is the fact that INFJs often have conversations in their own heads while they're having the conversation with you. That is to say, the non-INFJ. And they're not quite realizing that they're having this simultaneous conversation. If they focused on the process, of course they would notice, but usually it's happening at below the level of consciousness. It's not an unconscious process, it's a pre-conscious process. So it's happening within the liminal space between full consciousness and unconsciousness. And they're having conversations with themselves and with you too, like asking themselves questions about you, responding to things, building a narrative about your interaction. People don't notice that. What they notice is rather that the INFJ seems to be observing a lot, listening a lot, and seem to be sometimes emoting in ways that can be a little bit surprising, because the person might be thinking, well, why are they having this emotional reaction to what I said? I'm confused. It might be because they're actually having an emotional reaction to the internal dialogue that's happening in their own minds. Similarly, the person might say, well, why aren't they speaking as much as I like? Are they really engaged? They look engaged, but they're not speaking that much. Maybe it's because they're busy speaking in their own minds, getting involved in this, like, if you like, simultaneous conversation with you in their own minds. And that's where they're speaking. But that conversation that's happening in their minds is still with you, and it's being fed by what you're saying, as well as by the other version of you in their own minds is saying. So there's kind of conversation number one and conversation number two. And sometimes people can get a little bit, disoriented by it, I guess, or destabilized, because sometimes the INFJ is staring at them, and the staring is also a scanning of what information they need for the internal conversation to be happening at the same time. So certainly them not speaking a lot is not a sign of disinterest. Them looking intensely at you is the opposite of a sign of disinterest. And them not smiling sometimes, because they're so serious and earnest, is not a sign of disinterest. So maybe next time you have a conversation with an INFJ, be aware of that. Maybe it will make your life a little bit easier, or it will confuse you even further. I can't be certain. And it will be interesting to know whether, when two INFJs are speaking, whether both are having this like second conversation in their own minds, such that there are really three conversations going on instead of one. It seems to be an inevitable conclusion. If you would like to hear more about INFJs, don't forget I've written 2 books on the INFJ. The Ecstatic Soul, my first book, a new look at the INFJ personality, which is the deepest investigation you'll find of the INFJ mind. Link below if you're interested, as well as my latest book on the INFJ, which is more about INFJs in the world. INFJ life in the modern world, the Infinite Soul. First link below. Check it out. And don't forget, guys, the lifeblood of my channel really is my Patreon page and your kind support for me to keep this channel going. So please consider supporting me on Patreon. You get access to cool perks like the Discord server of the channel, as well as bonus videos every 2-3 weeks on a topic of your choosing. And you support me and you keep things going. Thank you so much, and see you soon. Bye-bye.